Good morning, church. How are you? More awake than I am, I promise. I slept all day yesterday, and I'm still recovering. It's very difficult. Well, this was a super exciting week. As Macy told you already, we had 83 kids, and I didn't know how many would show up today, so we only set up like 15 or 20 chairs, and that's even more than I thought. And we got probably this many again in second service that they had to pick one or the other, and some of them are doing both, so it's pretty awesome. How are you guys feeling? Yeah, I noticed. So if you haven't done this with us before, what we like to do post-Unite is just interview the kids and get some information about how their week was. Sorry, I didn't get this ready. But whoever wants to start, let's go over here and somewhere over here. Oh, I figured you'd be on it. Had a girl. So we're just going to kind of ask some questions, go through the week, talk about things we did. Jeff has a couple videos maybe as needed. But first off, who's up first? Y'all are passing it around like it's a hot potato. Oh. I didn't turn it on, but then, okay, you got it? You good? Lily?
Got it.
Check. There we go. Shauna, are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So, whoever wants to go first. First off, let's just go through, what does a day at Unite look like? What did we do?
It was fun.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, schedule? So
Yeah, go through the schedule.
we woke up, we got ready, we went to the stairs, we went to breakfast.
The stairs, hang on a second. So, what are the stairs?
Oh, the stairs?
Yeah, to just help everybody, they never been up there.
So the stairs are a bunch of stairs where we at the church where we meet together, so we all know we're all there and we pray and we talk. We wait for people.
Good, yeah. So it's kind of a central meeting point between the two dorms, right? The girls' dorms way on this side, the boys' dorms way on this side. We got to eat in the middle somewhere. So we go to the stairs, count heads, talk for a minute, and pray. Where's Jana? Sophie, is Jana here? No. Jana's not here. Give Sophie the mic real quick. What do we do on, what was it, Tuesday on the stairs? Why did I ask if your sister was here?
Oh, sung happy birthday.
We sang happy birthday. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, and any other housekeeping stuff, right? We went through the day, made sure everybody understood what's going on, stuff like that. All right, after that, what's next, Shauna?
We went to breakfast.
We went and ate breakfast. Was it good food?
Yeah.
Yeah? You liked it? Anybody else? Anybody got good food? Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know or didn't go to college, especially at Central Methodist, it's college food. It was okay. I'm pretty picky, and I was able to eat, but most of them did not love it. They liked it. It was all right. You guys had enough food, right? You still have energy. Okay, then what?
And then we had, if we were in the morning shift, like at 8 o'clock, we had a little bit of time before we'd have to go to our first session. If we were at the last, we didn't have that much time. And we had to go to the...
Straight into session, right?
Yeah.
Early morning session. So how did you know what shift you were in?
It has it on the schedule.
Anybody else keep their wristband on? Everybody get rid of it. We got these cool little wristbands that give us a color, right? And they separated breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and pool time, and a few other things based on your color, right? So the first day we were early, right? Which was good because we hadn't stayed up all night all week, and we didn't need to sleep in, so that worked. And then we went to session. What did we do in session? Somebody else. I'll get back to you in a minute. What did we do in session?
We worshiped and talked about God.
For sure. So what does worship look like?
We all run to the stage, and
especially early in the week, everybody runs to the stage. Nobody got trampled. It was close a few times, but I stayed in the back, or I probably would have been trampled. And they went to the stage, and we played music just like we did, and everybody, this is them really tired, showing you how that works. during the week, they were jumping and acting a fool. There's some videos about that. You'll have to check out our Facebook page because I don't know how many of them I gave Jeff. Oh, he's got a couple. I don't know who that guy is. That's perfect, Jeff. Thanks. All right. Yeah, they even got me to do it. Some. All right, then, so after the worship, which was that your favorite part?
Yes.
It's always everybody's favorite part. Anybody that like hated the band?
Never.
I didn't think so. The band was pretty dang good. Same band again, third year in a row. We were nervous because they had a different one last week, but we got to have ours back, and they're pretty good. So after the band's done and all the stuff kind of settles down, what happens in the morning session? Who can tell me? You remember what happens in the morning session? Shauna, what do you got?
We talked about Hagar, I think.
Oh, you don't have to give me the specifics because they're all different, right? We had 5 days. I mean, we can get into the lessons a little, but first up it was
A video.
Jess and Angel, right? Talking to us.
And then we watched the video of a woman making like finger paint or whatever it was.
Oh,
with
that
the
was pretty cool. The charcoal paintings and the
Yeah.
lady talking, the pastor. I don't remember her name. Kayla. She was awesome. And she was there with us all week, but it was all pre-recorded, and they played the video, and those were pretty neat. So we watched that, and then Angel and Jess kind of set us up for the day, right? They told us what the lesson was about, and we went to small groups then. Oh, I'm getting ahead. So after we get done with session, then we went to, how do small groups work? Guys, help me with that.
divide up.
There's
in
people at the back.
age.
Pass it back. All right, go ahead, Jake.
Divide up in age, really.
We divided up by age, and you all had separate leaders. So first off, while we're right there, I want to give a shout out to the leaders. Most all of them are here. We had 14 people come out there and help, and it was amazing. Super amazing for me because I just got to watch them do great things and come around and check on them every now and then and talk to them a little bit. But the kids connected with them, and it was awesome. It was hard. I was talking to Paul about this yesterday. It was hard for me to let go a little bit of it because usually I have that connection with the kids, and I still am pretty connected, and I still love all these kids, but they made new connections with their leaders and even deeper connections. It was really awesome. But small groups, what do the small groups consist of? What'd you do in there? Turned it off? One time. There you go.
Oh, okay, I got it.
There you go.
So we would, Heather and Dawn, that was my small group leaders, they had this little booklet and they read the questions and, well, before the questions, they normally would like talk and like explain like what we, like if it was a crying day, we,
a crying day. We had a few of those.
yeah, we would talk about why we were crying and everything. And then we would actually go into the questions and yeah. And then they would express like, yeah, that's just it. We just went into the questions.
Ella didn't talk at all in your small group, did she? Because she's struggling talking.
I
in
did
small
not
group.
talk.
Yeah.
I did not talk at all.
Every time I went in there, Ella was talking. She's awesome. The rest of them talked some, but Ella led that. I'm surprised she's struggling right now.
I talked a lot. But I mean, I got through, my point got through at some point after a little while.
I had to usually, I got to their group twice most of the time because I went to their group to start and everyone else, and then back to them, they were still going. Most of the time because Ella was talking. It was good. It was great.
Chris was in there a lot too. He said we were his favorite small group, so.
Oh,
So.
ouch.
Must be doing something right.
There's actually some truth to that. But yeah, I did say that. Whether or not I meant it, no. That particular group probably did the most work for the week, and it was really cool to see. But after the first small group of the day, so we kind of learned the day's lessons. We got challenged, right? Did you get challenged during the day? How many friends were you supposed to make?
10.
At least, right? Anybody make 10 friends
Oh, I did not.
outside of our group? Most people did, right? So there were several different challenges throughout the week, and kind of the morning session and the morning small group kind of set them up to get through the rest of their day. So then what does the afternoon look like? Who else is up? What do we do in the afternoon? Nobody wants to talk about? Give Lane.
You ate lunch and
Well, food's pretty important.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you ate food.
Yeah. You're hiding in the back.
You ate food.
We ate food.
Oh, electives.
Electives. Did you do any electives?
Oh yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
I did basketball. Is that elective?
Yeah, it is.
I did basketball and soccer.
Basketball and soccer. You do any classroom electives?
No.
Okay. All right. I thought that was going to happen. That's okay. Anybody else do any in a classroom? The sports were awesome. So who won the basketball tournament? Oh, Lane lost it. So the middle schoolers won, right? The high schoolers won. How about dodgeball? Oh, you didn't bring Jana. So only Jana and who else did it with her? Jace. He's not here either? Dang it. So those were the only two middle schoolers that got in the dodgeball tournament with another church, and they won. And our high schoolers, who were dominating the whole time and were sure they were going to win, how'd that go? It's all right. We got second. They just don't want to say it. What's the deal? They got second. We'll take it. All right. What else? Who did a classroom elective?
We played bingo with Sandy.
Ooh, Rylan played bingo. Bingo was pretty cool. And who won bingo? Oh, we did, right? We won bingo a lot. So what else was going on as we were competing and doing stuff and winning? How were the points kept? What were the points about? Adeline. Somebody give Adeline a mic. Go ahead.
The points were kept based off of like your wristband color. Like there's orange, purple, blue, and orange, purple, blue, and green. And they were the points went to each team. We ended up losing by like 5,000 points at the very last day. We were winning pretty much the entire week until that last game, and
somebody didn't convince them to let me play.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm really bad at rock paper scissors, apparently.
We won pretty much every tournament there was to win. There was only like a couple that we didn't win. Yeah.
Okay. What else could you do to get points?
There was the mega games, which was like, so there was these things called spirit stompers, spirit stompers and spirit catchers, and they had the
stompers. If you didn't see the picture, I clearly was a stomper. I was a shoe.
Yeah, and Paul was a spirit guy catcher
Stealer,
in the row.
yeah, dream catcher and. Right,
yeah, and you had to get these like really big PVC pipes, and like put them together and make a goal. And then there was like a ton of like plastic balls all around campus, and you had to collect a lot of those. And those are the PVC pipes. And then you had to get a bunch of balls and put them in like these giant inflatable balls. And then Maya got in the ball, and we were rolling it, and he fell and threw the entire ball, of course, and every single ball fell out at the end. And
it's 100% Jeremiah's fault. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know.
But we ended up getting most of the points at the end. We got 20,000 points for getting all of our PVC pipes first. Obviously, we didn't win the balls thing, but we got second in the race. And we also kind of sucked at putting together I'm pretty sure we were the very last team to put together the goal. And
to put it together?
Yeah, he was like running in the ball with his hands and his feet, and then
after laying in there for
fell.
20 minutes waiting to get started, and it was probably a little warm inside that ball. Yeah. In his hockey jersey, yeah, that's perfect. Sweater.
Yeah.
All right, how else could you get points?
Being good. And
Picking
being
up
nice.
trash, cleaning up after others, right? Being nice to others. Some people got points for sitting at a table where somebody was alone and keeping them company, right? We got points for what else? There was a few more things that we got some points for. Being nice, well, yeah. I do think there was the morning games before session, right? We got a couple times we got up and competed and did that, and and got some points. So it was pretty cool. All week long we were leading. At the very end, they were looking for a leader to participate. I couldn't understand what they were saying from the stage, and all of our kids were yelling and screaming at me to get up there. So I got up and went up there, and they didn't pick me. They picked somebody else. We're standing up there on the stage, and me and a young, small guy, we had to rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to actually compete, and I lost. And it was like throwing dodgeballs into a net from a ways away, and I probably would have been pretty good at it, but he wasn't. I don't know. I couldn't have done worse than him. So I lost us the game. It's all my fault. It was me. Jamarion wouldn't have got any. All right, so what else? So that's most of the daytime activities. They had a couple other things. I know you guys went to some other classes. Anybody go to Stop the Bleed? Yep, that's what I figured was coming. How was that?
Fun.
Okay. Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Practical skills? If anybody in here like falls and cuts themselves, find Adeline. She will help stop the bleed. There was AED class. Did we go to the AED class? I know some of you did. Kirsten is the only one that went to the AED. And then also, what was the other challenge about the AEDs?
To find them around campus.
Find 20 of them on campus. Did anybody, who won that? There they are. Our high schoolers went and got that done. They won that. That was pretty cool.
We won a $25 gift card to Panera.
For 5 people who
And
competed, they got
stickers.
$5 each.
Stickers, and we stuck them on people during worship.
Stuck
and
them on people.
It took 2.5 hours, and it was 96 degrees.
So it was worth it. You earned it.
I mean,
You wanted
we were
something
determined,
better
and we did it. So I
Yeah?
guess, yeah.
There you go. It's good stuff. So that's our day. How many people went back to the dorm and slept? At least once. Yeah, probably every one of you. Not every day, but at least once during the week. In the afternoons, and it was hot and gross, and I went back to the dorm and slept. Well, I tried. I went back to the dorm and got called by another leader and had to go deal with stuff, but I got a little nap once. And so that was our day. Then we go to dinner, right? How was dinner? At least I had pizza, right? If the dinner wasn't good, you could have some pizza. And the pizza was better, I thought, this year. But anyway. And then evening worship. How was evening worship? Really? You guys are killing me. You're supposed to have
I'll talk.
had an energy drink before you got here. We all are well aware. Somebody give the mic back to Ella, yeah. And probably Shauna.
Oh, let's go. Okay, are we talking about worship?
Evening worship. What happened at evening worship?
Oh, so evening worship is more sad. So the first worship
It's more sad. It was
Because
a little
that-
more intense,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
made me cry almost every day. And then we got to go, well,
I don't think I
so
could do
first
that.
we had the videos, and then the calming videos that, we had to do this, cover our
Breathing
eyes.
exercises and yeah.
And then we had our songs, and we had to run up to the stage and sing and worship. And then we had to come back, sit down every day, almost every single day. Someone was screaming, one more song, one more song. No, they didn't do one more song, and it very much irritated me. And then we went and sat down after they screaming one more song, and then we started the worship. And my favorite was Charlie. Charlie makes me cry every year. And then after that we had our songs, and then we and then we went to small group and talked about the most amazing things with Dawn and Heather. Yeah, you can talk.
I also wanted to mention Wednesday night worship. That's the one where literally everyone cried. Yeah, that was Charlie's. That was the most wonderful worship, like the most best sermon I've ever heard in my life. I kind of forgot what she talked about.
So, forgot what she talked about, but it was the best ever. You just got cut because
Actually, I do remember what she talked about. She talked about how she really wanted to go hiking. So she went hiking up this mountain, and at the top of the mountain, there was pictures that she saw where it was super duper clear, and there was a bunch of lakes, but it was like Canada. you could see it was in Washington, and you could see the part of Canada from on top of the mountain. Well, when she got to the top of the mountain, it was completely cloudy. She couldn't see anything, foggy, and it was pouring down rain. And she worked her butt off for 12 months just to see absolutely nothing at the top of the hill. And then, she thought it was going to get her closer to God. And she came out with a really good sermon. Everyone cried. I don't remember seeing a single person cry besides Brock. But he was still sad. And I also remember, it was a really good worship, though. And then I was up till like 12 o'clock in the morning trying to comfort Lane because he was bawling his eyes out all night.
So
it was really good,
after
though.
that sermon, some of the kids approached Charlie and talked to her. She's been there for all 3 years now, right? And asked her to come and speak to us. And so they also came and told us, and Paul and I have talked to her. We don't know when or how yet for sure, but that's going to happen. She's all in. She's pretty awesome. So that'll be cool. She might come on Sunday. She probably will come on Wednesday, maybe both. We'll see. So, all right, we're running short on time, so we need to cut this. Ella doesn't need to have the mic for sure. We're almost out of time, and I want a couple more perspectives real quick, and then we'll come back to you for one last thing. So, new leaders. We got a couple here with us this morning, Brooke and Mel. How was it for you? Yep, you're up. Somebody. No, yeah, they got to know who you are.
I kept telling the kids I never did something like this whenever I was their age, and they are so lucky to have each other, to be this deep in their faith this young. And I was speechless at times, but I'm so proud of all these kids.
Anything to add, Mel?
It was definitely a very emotional week. A lot of crying, and a very good perspective of what is going on in these kids' heads that I would have never thought of.
So what's pretty cool for me is these two young ladies, because of some changes that we did, they had to take on the 10th grade girls group by themselves, knew both of them without an experienced leader with them. And that can be an interesting group. Trust me, I know my daughter is one of them. And they did an amazing job. I know on the first day I heard stories like they were like, what are we supposed to do? How do we? And the girls stepped up and helped lead, and they figured it out. And then it got to the tough days when it got emotional and everything else, and I saw them leading those girls and helping them, and it was amazing. I won't go too much further or I'll get emotional. Macy, for the first time, this is her second year being there, and she has a different role with the conference office, but now she's connected to us and paying more attention to us. So she's going to tell us what her viewpoint was.
Yes. So my role at Unite, I kind of wore two hats. I was in charge of, sorry, my ears are falling off again. I was in charge of a room called the chapel space, which is also kind of known as a sensory room. So sometimes we have friends who are neurodivergent who don't enjoy the big, loud worship space. That's just a little too much for them. It's hard for them to connect when it's too loud or, kids with some social anxiety. So they come to the chapel space where we have coloring pages. We have some little things for them to do while they still engage with worship. There's still a TV in the chapel space. So I was in charge of that space along with being an adult leader figure with Pleasant Grove. So I got to walk around to the small groups. I mainly hung out with Jeremiah and Sandy's small group. And just kind of listening in on the conversations that the students were having. I would like to add a blurb about all the crying last week. That was not our goal, to make students cry as leaders of Unite and as crew members, but we wanted them to know that our faith in being transformed in Christ is not always sunshine and rainbows, right? We know that changing our life for Christ means giving up some things, right? It means going through really hard times, and it means denying yourself so you can pick up the life that Christ has for you. And that's really hard. right? That's very hard. So, Wednesday nights are a little bit typically more emotional, and I think the students got a really good perspective of maybe not just in their group, but they saw other people going through really hard things. And one thing I shared in the adult leader meeting, which happened every day about 5, we share good stories. You know, sometimes it's a tough week and we're like, somebody please share a good story. We need something to hold on to. But the thing that I shared was I saw students caring for other students. When it got to Wednesday night, when you're tired, when you have a lot of emotions, I saw students step up to the plate to take care of their peers. Did anyone kind of feel that role this week? It's okay if you didn't. Yeah, I saw a couple hands. I know a couple stories, even if you maybe didn't want to raise your hand. But that's how I encountered God this week, is seeing students step out of their comfort zone to take care of other people. Now, from the worship side of it, I will not hold it against anybody that no one mentioned praying over the chairs in the morning. And nobody mentioned the spiritual disciplines in the morning. But anyways, no, I'm just kidding. We did learn about spiritual disciplines every morning in session. I got to lead those, which was a really cool opportunity. We did breath prayers. We did some humming together to kind of join our voices. Like we join our voices in singing, we got to do that together just as a spiritual discipline. Also, this group stepped up to the plate to pray over the worship session. Like there are hundreds and hundreds of chairs in the worship space because there are hundreds and hundreds of kids that are at camp. And so these students wanted to take time out of their morning to enter the space, to know that we are entering a time of meditation and a time of inviting the Holy Spirit into each seat. So they prayed over the stage, they prayed over each chair. This is a pretty large group, so I knew that they could cover all the bases. But even though they didn't mention that, I wanted you all to know that as well. From an outsider's perspective, it is incredible to see these students, maybe get a little bit nervous the first couple of days in worship and then really find their groove on how they worship God, how they raise their hands, how they dance in worship, how they take leadership. Colby did join me on stage one morning for a spiritual discipline, so getting students on stage to, yeah, let's go. Student representation is really important to the Unite leaders and to the Unite crew that put on this event. So we are extremely grateful for them being at camp. We're grateful for the leaders who take time out of their week to be with the students. So I just wanted to share those couple of perspectives. And if you're ever interested in joining us next year, please see me after worship.
Pretty positive I will need at least 4 more leaders. Which leads me to these next couple questions. We hit most of the questions, but these were group discussion questions for On the Ride Home that we didn't get to. Somebody different every time, quick answers because we're running short on time. After all you've heard this week, what does the word encounter mean to you? Who's got that one? Shauna, go for it.
Encounter means to me when I think something and I go through a situation and I come out completely with a different perspective of what happened and what people are going through and what they're doing, and that we did it together.
Wow, good. Look at stuff a little different for sure. One more.
I think that it means like just be patient and just like let things come to you, because if you just try and rush it, maybe it might not like seem like it's coming to you or something like that. But if you just wait, then sometimes you'll just never ever know, and it's like already there, and God just put it there in your life.
That's good. I have to, just because it came to my mind. I got to share mine. So we heard this phrase during the week that was pretty exciting to me, and you'll hear it a lot from me in Limitless more and more and more. The Jesus in me sees the Jesus in you. And you'll see that posted on our Facebook a lot and stuff. I think that was pretty powerful. no matter what somebody else is going through or what their deal is, or they're completely different than you or whatever, you can always find something in common with them. And if that's hard, live like Jesus and see Jesus in them, and that's not that hard, right? You got one more? All right, go ahead. Oh, we got, yeah, everybody wants to talk. We're going to be late. I was trying not to talk about the talent show. Heather made me do something in the talent show, and I put that out of my memory now. Oh, you did the talent show, yeah. What do you want to talk about the talent show? Well, good. You want me to talk about it, or you want to talk about it? Shauna's got a microphone, doesn't she? Shauna, what happened in the talent show?
I want to thank Jamarion. I was struggling to find people. I kept asking, and they kept telling me no. So I asked him. He told me yes, and then he got everyone else.
Ah. So Shauna sang, and the talent show did really good, and she thinks she wants to give these people credit, but they just went up and acted a fool. But they did a good job. But Shauna did all the hard work, right? I was there at the end when she was talking about, hey, I'm trying to get on stage and I want to be up there with the band and whatever, but I want your all's permission because you helped me. She was really gracious about it, but they didn't really help. They did, but they danced. Yeah, what do you got?
We did help, actually.
Oh, okay.
We
I didn't hear you.
Well, we danced. We danced.
You
in
danced.
front of
It
the
was pretty
stage
good
while
dance.
she sung, and then after sang, sorry. And then Jake, it was me, Jake, and a bunch of other people, and we were just kind of like just throwing our hands around. And then I saw Jocelyn; she hit a cartwheel, so I tried. And
She did a little bit more than a cartwheel, Jamar.
And that did not go very well. I fell on the ground as soon as I tried to do it, but then it ended up that we were the best ones there. So
it was pretty cool. And I tease y'all, the really good part was seeing how they came together to make it happen. Right, and Shauna gave them credit, and she just mentioned that. They were acting silly. She was doing the hard work, but it was still fun to watch, and everybody came together. That was awesome. All right, any more about the talent show? Good, yeah, we're not talking about Heather and her talents.
What'd you
do, Chris? It was all your fault.
Chris, didn't you do something in the talent show?
Yeah, Chris.
I was there.
What'd you do, Chris?
I don't know what you're...
Chris, I think that you did something. I'm pretty sure.
He doesn't
like
have that
some
video
rap,
this year.
whatever?
It's not going to happen like that. Nice try. I didn't even send him the video.
The
yes,
leaders-
all of the leaders did. Well, I
Play
say
the
all
video.
of. So all of the leaders were supposed to do a skit. You got something?
Yes, the leaders dressed up as like Paul and the disciples, all the disciples, and there was like a rap, and they were like rapping as the disciples and like talking about what they did, and Chris didn't really know what he was saying. He was
My
just
name
up
is
there.
Matthew. I said all of it correctly.
No, he.
I was Matthew. I'm a tax collector.
Do it.
I don't know. No, not happening.
Chris, don't we have a video of that?
I don't think so.
I had it.
I'm pretty sure I did not share that with Jeff, so
Sure.
you might have it. We'll see later. How will you continue to encounter God at home? We got to get to the tough questions. Y'all trying to avoid the tough questions. What else you got?
Getting into the Word, really. Spending God with each other alone, doing the things that we think would help us grow in our faith strongly.
Okay?
I agree with that. I think
Spiritual disciplines, right?
Yeah. I think we all need to pray more, and also we learned a lot at church camp that you need to help people out when they're struggling, and don't just focus on yourself, focus on other people too. And just pray more, do a lot more, and encounter God when you're just encounter God more. Exactly.
Encounter God on your own and through others. Rylan, did you ask for the mic or Colby? Somebody, I see it going up there. What do you got?
Yeah.
No, you're just holding it? Okay.
Are you going?
What do you got, Jar?
Okay, so one way that we were going to encounter it at home was me, Jake, and just everybody that's going to be in high school this year. We were going to try and start spreading the word and stuff like that at school, talking about it at assemblies and stuff like that. Because one thing that we realized is, we go to church camp and we love God as much as we can, but we're almost close enough to a lukewarm Christian. And we don't want to be a lukewarm Christian anymore, and we want to just spread it outside of just church camp and not just be a Christian just like church camp.
So here's your last challenge, and this is just for you, and then we're going to move on. So I don't need answers to this, but for you to think about, because I'm thinking hard about it this morning. I already see one here. Think of a friend, classmate, or family member back home, okay, that deserves to hear the good news. Without sharing the name or the details, how can you invite this person into the light of our community? Think about that. When am I going to see you and or them again here on Sunday, here on Wednesday, right? We can't just wait till next Unite. We have to continue to carry this on through and through. And you can do it at school and whatever, but coming together and making a plan and working on that plan constantly so that you are doing it. All right, thank you.